여러분 반갑습니다. I'm Kwon-soa and this is K-Culture Dive. Join us in taking a deep dive into the heart of Korean culture. From K-entertainment to AI news to on-field reports across Korea and a look at the hottest K-dramas this month. So stay tuned for all of that and let's dive in. Joining me for today's show is Bella Kim. We don't get to see you often on a Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Soa. And happy Friday to everyone joining us today on K-Culture Dive. I'm Bella Kim, filling in for Walter today as your co-host, bringing you some of the latest updates from the world of K-entertainment.
Okay, let's get right into K-Enter news. So we're going to start with a global girl group that have just dropped some new wild hits, KATSEYE.
Yes, KATSEYE have just released their highly anticipated third EP, Wild. The new EP was released today, Friday, marking a new chapter after nearly 2 years of activities in the US. The album reflects KATSEYE's musical growth and experience with a message about embracing every side of themselves and moving forward with instinct and freedom. The album also draws attention for the involvement of world-renowned producers including HYBE chairman Bang Si-hyuk and English singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran. The title track, Hootie Fruity, combines Brazilian funk-inspired percussion with a powerful pop sound, heavy drums, and playful lyrics, highlighting KATSEYE's signature high-energy performance style. The music video for it came out before our show, and just like the album title, it sure is wild, so make sure to check it out.
And that's exactly what I did just before the show.
Yes.
And really, they got some Latina vibes going on in that music video.
Definitely.
But KATSEYE also made a very significant appearance on a major US talk show.
Right. KATSEYE appeared on NBC's The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Thursday local time. Jimmy welcomed the group back to the show for the second time following their first appearance back in February. He also highlighted KATSEYE's major achievements over the past year, including their American Music Award wins, Grammy nomination, and performance at Coachella. KATSEYE also performed Animal on the show, showcasing their sharp choreography, live vocals, and a confident stage presence. KATSEYE are rapidly expanding their presence in the US music market, and with the release of Wild, the group are expected to further strengthen their position as a wild global girl group.
For sure. And Bella, we're going to wrap things up with a boy group, which is going to perform for global citizens.
Right. Tomorrow by Together are set to take the stage at the 2026 Global Citizen Festival in New York Central Park on September 26th. They are the only Korean act on this year's lineup. The Global Citizen Festival is a major annual music event that raises awareness of global issues, including extreme poverty, climate change, and inequality. TXT will also continue their activities on major international stages. The group will perform at KCON LA 2026 with a solo performance by Yeonjun this Saturday, followed by TXT headlining the festival as a group on Sunday. After their performances in LA, they will head to Hong Kong for the 2026 TME Live International Music Awards, which will be held on August 22nd. With appearances at major events in the US and Asia, the group continues to expand their global presence and connect with fans around the globe.
Busy but exciting schedules for TXT and MOA, their fans. And actually, we do have another story to wrap up. And this time, it's on another boy group doing great with their latest release.
Right. It's Stray Kids. They have once again proven their massive album selling power. According to Hanteo Chart, the group's 10th mini album, This and That, released on August 7th, recorded approximately 3.28 million copies in its first week. This is about an 8% increase from their previous first-week record of more than 3 million copies set by their latest album, Karma. Stray Kids are also expected to make another strong showing on the US music scene as well. Their first 8 Billboard 200 charting albums have all debuted at #1, making them the first group to achieve the feat. If This and That also reaches the top of the chart, they could extend that record to 9 consecutive #1 debuts. And with their latest album sales reaching a new high, all eyes are now on whether Stray Kids can make Billboard history once again. The Stray Kids are currently on their world tour, Run It, and are planning additional shows across North America and Europe next year. And they will also headline Brazil's Rock in Rio in September and hold their own Stray City festivals in 3 Latin American cities.
All right, thank you very much, Bella, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
All right, and now it is time to go over to our AI anchor Arang for more on the culture front. Arang.
Thanks, Sua. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. A calligraphic work by Korean independence activist Manjanggul, written shortly before his execution 116 years ago during Japanese colonial rule, has been unveiled for the first time. The 8-character inscription, meaning international law is inferior to cannon fire, reflects An's sharp criticism of an imperialist world order ruled by force. An was sentenced to death after assassinating former Japanese Prime Minister Ito Hirobumi, a key figure in Japan's colonization of Korea. In Harbin, he later sought a trial under international law, but Japanese authorities rejected his request. The handwritten piece was discovered in Japan last year and brought back to Korea with support from the Korea Heritage Service and the Overseas Korean Cultural Heritage Foundation. The Seoul Historiography Institute is recruiting participants for a palace history and culture tour led by historians. The program kicks off at Gyeongbokgung Palace on September 5th and runs through November 22nd, with weekend tours of Changdeokgung, Changgyeonggung, and Doksugung palaces. Participants will explore key palace buildings and spaces while learning about their history, Joseon royal culture, and the architectural features and significance of each palace. The tours are free, with spots available on a first-come, first-served basis. Applications open next Thursday through the Institute's website and the Seoul City Government's public service reservation system. Goyang Sports Complex in Gyeonggi-do Province is emerging as a new hub for Korea's live entertainment industry, helping ease a shortage of large-scale concert venues in Seoul. After hosting Coldplay, Oasis, and Blackpink last year, it is again drawing top acts this year, with BTS performing in April and Big Bang, Charlie Puth, and The Weeknd, set to take the stage later this year. The 40,000-seat venue has welcomed around 980,000 concert-goers since 2024 and generated 15.4 billion won, or about $10.9 million in rental revenue, boosting the city's profile and local economy. Goyang plans to connect the stadium with its concert and exhibition infrastructure, turning the city into an integrated cultural hub. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Korea's main gateway is busier than ever. Incheon International Airport has ranked first in the world for international passenger traffic in the first half of 2026. It's the first time it has held the top spot since it opened in 2001. Our Park Chae-ryung reports from Incheon.
Whether it's tourists arriving in Korea or passengers connecting to destinations overseas, more travelers are choosing Incheon International Airport.
As our connection back to the States, we're going to Dallas, and we chose Incheon because it has the best connection for us and the best time, so it was really great, and we really like the airport.
The growing flow of passengers has pushed the airport to a new milestone. Incheon International Airport handled 38.39 million international passengers in the first half of 2026, the highest figure in the world. It beat London Heathrow, which was second with 37.79 million passengers, while Singapore Changi ranked third with 34.53 million. Foreign travelers made up a growing share of passengers at Incheon International Airport. Their share rose to 39.3% in the first half of this year, up from 35.2% last year and 32.8% in 2024. The airport corporation attributed the rise in passenger numbers to the U.S.-Iran war, which disrupted transit operations at major Middle Eastern hubs, shifting some Europe-bound travel demand to Incheon.
And they recommended the flight, the Asian Airlines, and to go direct to the airport. Not more expensive, and it's more direct. So because otherwise it's very long to stop first in Dubai and then so we wanted to go direct.
The rise was also driven by growing inbound travel, particularly by visitors from China and Japan.
We chose this airport because it has many connecting flights from China, and it's the largest airport in Korea.
Incheon Airport is very convenient, and immigration and customs procedures are quick.
The airport says it plans to build on the achievement by further improving services across its operations. With more travelers passing through its terminals than ever before, the Incheon International Airport is strengthening its position as one of the world's leading aviation hubs. 박채령 아리랑 뉴스.
And staying with travel to and around Korea, after years hidden from public view, a remarkable section of Korea's southern island of Jeju is finally opening its doors, giving visitors a rare glimpse into an underground world shaped by nature. Our Hong Seo-jung was there.
Showcasing the wonders of nature, a dark yet enchanting cave immediately captures visitors' attention. The Manjanggul Lava Tube on Jeju Island has opened a previously closed-off section to visitors after more than 2 years of restoration work. And foreign students got the first sneak peek through the World Heritage Festival program arranged by the Jeju Global Academy.
It's amazing to finally see this underground world that was previously hidden from view. And the sheer scale of it is just incredible too.
Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007, the cave is one of the world's longest lava tube caves. It features unique volcanic formations, including lava stalactites, flow lines, and columns.
Up until now, we've mostly kept our heritage hidden. This festival was created to share the cultural heritage we have here in Korea with people around the world.
Given its rich history, where it was discovered by a teacher and his young students on Jeju Island 80 years ago, the cave inspired more interest from the program participants.
I feel like this is the place that you can experience only here. There is no similar place anywhere, and it also carries this specific charm of Jeju Island.
The journey through Jeju's natural heritage continued. Part of the Gyeongnam Lava Tube system, Yongamgyo Bridge is a natural lava bridge formed by volcanic activity from Gyeongnam. As molten lava flowed underground, it gradually curved out a lava tube. When the lava drained away, the hardened upper layer remained, forming a natural bridge-like structure inside the cave.
It has so many history and so many things to know about. There is that history, there is that story that many people do not know. So for me, I feel like, oh, this is really impressive.
After a temporary opening during the UNESCO World Heritage Festival's Global Academy program, the Manjanggul Lava Tube will open again for visitors to enjoy from October 3rd to the October 18th. 80 years ago, young explorers discovered this cave and opened the door to its secrets. The challenge today is to keep that door open while protecting what lies beyond it. Hong Seo-jung, 아리랑 뉴스, 제주.
Every August 15th, the Taegeukgi rises across Korea, a symbol of a nation's history, resilience, and enduring hope. More than 140 years of history are woven into this national symbol, and behind its red, blue, black, and white is a philosophy shaped by how Koreans have understood the universe and the forces of nature. The story of the Taegeukgi begins in 1882, when Joseon signed a treaty of amity and commerce with the United States and needed a national symbol to present itself to the world as an independent nation. Diplomatic interpreter Lee Eum-jun drew the first known version, featuring the Taegeuk and 4 trigrams. Later that year, Park Young-ho revised the design. In 1883, King Goljong officially proclaimed it the national flag of Joseon. Every element of Taegeukgi carries meaning. The white background represents brightness, purity, and Korea's enduring love of peace. At its center, the red and blue Taegeuk symbolizes opposing yet complementary forces in harmony, creating and sustaining all things. The 4 trigrams represent heaven, earth, water, and fire. Together, they express the balance of the universe and the harmony of all things. Then, in 1910, Korea lost its sovereignty, and the Taegeukgi took on a new meaning. It became a powerful symbol of resistance and the fight for freedom and independence. During the March 1st movement in 1919, Koreans took to the streets waving Taegeukgi flags as they called for independence. And when liberation finally came in 1945, the Taegeukgi returned to the streets, this time as a symbol of a free Korea. Today, the Taegeukgi represents the Republic of Korea, but it also carries the memory of those who refused to give up on freedom, even in the darkest of times. When the Taegeukgi rises into the sky every August 15th, it reminds us of where Korea came from, and of the hope, courage, and determination that carried the nation forward.
With a particularly hot summer this year, many people may be spending their summer days indoors, binge-watching shows on streaming platforms. Now today, we'll take a look at some of the most talked about K-dramas in August with culture critic Professor Ji Hye-won from Kyunghee University. Welcome back, Professor Ji.
Hello, Professor.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, so let's start with the East Palace, or Donggung in Korean. It was released last month, but it's still doing hot on the charts.
Right.
And this one is set in a Joseon era palace, and it combines a lot of elements such as occult and also fantasy. And it's also receiving strong response overseas. So what do you think of it?
Right. I think one of the biggest reasons is that the East Palace feels very Korean, but you don't really need to understand the Korean history to enjoy it. So the story takes place in a Joseon era palace where a man who can fight the spirits and a woman who can hear the dead and to try to uncover a dark secret in the palace. So it combines the beauty and the mystery of the Korean historical drama with fantasy, horror, action and mystery genres that are already popular around the world. So what really makes this drama stands out is that the Korean setting and the culture, and the old palace, the spirits, and the traditional Korean beliefs creates a very distinctive world and the atmosphere. And the cast is another strength. Nam Ju-yeok and No Yun-seo works very well together, and Cho Seung-woo brings a very different kind of energy to and the tension to the story. So even with the fantasy and the visual effects, the characters and their relationships still remain at the center of the drama. So, and I think that the balance is very important in this drama. The genre is familiar and easy to follow, with the Korean setting and cultural elements makes it distinctive. So I believe that combination, along with the strong cast and the great visuals, it is what gives the East Palace such a strong global appeal.
For sure. And you did mention the visuals, so we do want to talk about that a little bit more. I mean, as a historical fantasy, it features impressive CGI and also has a very, handmade sets and craftsmanship that's in there in the drama that's getting a lot of attention, right? So do you think this kind of attention to detail is the strength to K content?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the attention to the details is one of the great strengths of K contents. So what I like about the East Palace is that it doesn't depends only on CGI. Many of the sets were actually built, and you can see how much work went into the costumes, props, and all the small details. So I think that makes a big difference on screen. So CGI can create amazing images, but the physical sets and the object make the whole world feel more authentic. So, and they actually give the actors a space they can actually work in, which can make their performance feel more natural. So I think the Korean production are very good at combining these two things, like technology and traditional skills. So it's not just about making a drama look impressive. All these details help the audiences connect more deeply into the story, actually. The viewers may not notice every small details, but they can feel the differences. So, and I think that's one of the reasons the K-content is known for its high production quality.
And while Donggung is still receiving a lot of attention, now let's shift gears to a drama that's yet to come out. And this one is called Mousetrap. It's a mystery thriller. In Korean, it's Taegeukgi, which would actually literally translate into field mouse. So what is this about? I mean, I hear it's inspired by folklore, Korean folklore, Sora. And actually, we recently talked about Sora on our program as well, because Sora are also being reimagined in literature for the global readers as well. So tell us a bit about this drama. What can we look forward to?
Yeah, Mousetrap Taegeukgi will be released on Netflix on August 28th. So, and I think the idea behind this drama is very, very interesting. It's based on the Korean webtoon, inspired by the oldest Korean story, the Seolhwa, about a mouse that eats a person's fingernails and then turns into that person. So what's interesting is how this drama brings this old story into a modern mystery thriller. So Yoo Jun-yeol plays a writer who finds out that someone called Taegeukgi, rat, has taken his name and basically taken over his entire life. So the story starts with a very simple but scary question. What if someone else suddenly started living your life? And I think that this idea is especially works well today because we live so much of our lives online. So it's now much easier for someone else to copy our personal information or identity or even pretend to be someone else. So I'm especially curious to see how this drama builds the mystery around this idea and how far the rat, Taegeukgi, would go to take another person's life.
Right. I mean, the context is super interesting, but what it gets me even more exciting is the cast of the series. So the two main actors are Yoo Jun-yeol and Seo Kyung-gyu, and it's actually generating a lot of attention because it's actually their first time in one project working together. So looking forward to that. But what kind of chemistry or synergy are you expecting to see between these two actors?
Yeah, right. This is one of the things that I'm most looking forward to, actually. So Yoo Jun-yeol and Seo Kyung-gyu have very different styles as actors. So Yoo Jun-yeol is very good at showing anxiety or doubt and complicated emotions in a very subtle way. And Seo Kyung-gyu, on the other hand, has a very strong presence and brings a lot of energy to the audiences. So their different acting styles could work really well together, I think. So I believe their characters in this drama make this combination more interesting. So they have to work together in the story because they need each other, but there isn't much trust between them. So that naturally creates a lot of tension, and it's probably the chemistry will come from. So it's not really about friendship. It's about two very different characters who have no choice but to become partners, and even though they never feel completely comfortable together. So with the two actors this strong, I believe that an uneasy relationship could create some of the most exciting moments of this drama.
Well, first I thought we were probably maybe going to see some kind of bromance-ship, but after listening to the story, maybe not. Maybe that's not going to happen.
Because
we'll
it's a mystery thriller.
Okay, Professor Ji, so which drama or what kind of genre do you think has a lot of global potential going forward would be our final question today.
Okay, if I had to choose, I would say the fantasy and mystery, especially when they are mixed with other genres. So one interesting thing about the K-contents is that it often brings different genres together. The East Palace, for example, mixes a historical drama with the fantasy, horror, and the mystery. And Mousetrap takes an old Korean story and turns it into a modern thriller. So I think this works very well for the global audiences. So the genres may feel familiar, but there is always something different or unexpected in the story. So Korean creators are actually very good at mixing genres without making the story too complicated. So they keep it interesting and easy to follow. So rather than choosing just one genre, I would say this creative mixing of the different genres, it has a lot of potential in the global markets.
Well, I know what I'm going to be binge watching on in the month of August. And thank you very much, Professor Z, for your insights today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Bella, as always. Have a great weekend and see you next week.
Yes, I'll see you back next week.
Thanks for watching and for your interest in everything K-culture. As Korea commemorates Gwangbokjeol, or Liberation Day here in Korea tomorrow on August 15th and through an extended weekend, we'll be back on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Korea time. See you then and keep diving.